Is global conflict coming? The Chinese officially declare military cooperation with Russia on many fronts. The Chinese president is preparing the country for a military confrontation, causing strong turbulence in the global community. Chinese President Xi Jinping at annual meeting of parliament and the top political advisory body said when he was preparing his country for war, that he was preparing his country for war. During 4 speeches, he formally raised the issue of the Chinese People's Army's readiness for military conflict, calling on its generals to prepare for battle. These statements by Xi Jinping caused a great impact in the international community, as China is one of the largest economies of the world and most influential countries in the world. Such statements are causing concern in the global community, especially among China's neighbors such as Japan, India, and the Philippines, with whom China has unresolved border and territorial disputes. Beijing and Moscow together on all fronts. At the same time, Russians and Chinese, while cooperating on Ukrainian soil, are now moving to another level for joint military cooperation on all fronts. China is willing to cooperate with the Russian military on many fronts, the Chinese Ministry of Defense said. China's officials announced that its military is willing to work with the Russian military to strengthen strategic communication and coordination. These 2 countries will cooperate to implement global security initiatives, Tan Kefei, spokesman for China's Defense Ministry, said at a regular news conference. Tan said the 2 countries will deepen military trust and jointly safeguard international justice, implying their own interests, of course. Chinese President Xi Jinping recently visited Russia and met with President Vladimir Putin, a visit denounced by the United States. The bottom line is that with these statements in the midst of the banking crisis and war in Ukraine, the near future of the planet is bleak. The Chinese are demanding the distribution of the global pie, again asking for a large part of the South Pacific, while the Russians are also asking for control of part of Eastern Europe and the Balkans, for example, Serbia. How the US and the West in general have reacted to all this is known, and the only thing we probably expect is the diffusion of the war in Ukraine, which will probably mean even worse situations. This was from Pentapostagma. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.